Hey, how you doing? Welcome back to Vinny the Axe. Today I wanted to give you an update on a couple of guitars I picked up this year. These two guitars are both made in China, and I normally will buy USA built guitars or German built guitars, but once in a while I'll buy an overseas build from Asia, and these two kind of changed my thought process on Chinese manufacturing. So the first one I picked up was the Epiphone with the Gibson style open book headstock. This is the Inspired by 59, and it's pretty much, if you want these pickups and you want these specs, the only thing that you can go to from here is pretty much the custom shop. So this comes in at around, I think, 1,400 bucks, somewhere's around there, 1,500. I think it's in that zone. You can get it for a lot cheaper. I think actually it might be $12.99. I'm not really sure, but you can get them a lot cheaper. There's sales all the time on these guitars. This guitar plays fantastic. I'm going to leave a link to the video review that I did for this guitar. But this kind of changed my thought process on Chinese building. Now, I have seen Chinese built guitars in the past from Ibanez. Some of them were like a test run, I think, for like a custom shop idea they were running at the time. And they were putting out some really cool limited number models that were just out of this world. But I don't think it was cost effective, and I think they kind of stopped it for a while. But this is a really great sounding guitar, and the pickups are to die for, and I'm just super pleased with it. And believe me, if it wasn't that good, I would have already sold it. Which brings me to the next guitar. This is the James Tyler Chinese build Super Strat. This is like their Studio HD, I think. I'm not really too familiar with James Tyler. I've never owned one before. And to be quite frank, I really can't afford one. So this also is one of those guitars that you can kind of get into that James Tyler style guitar with the features without, you know, I guess breaking the bank. But this is still, I'm going to say, expensive. This is under 2K, but you know, if you look at what a regular USA Tyler goes for, they're upwards, I think, 6 or 7K and up, somewhere's in that zone. And I can only tell you by what I see for sale from dealers on like Reverb or online. So quite expensive guitars. Now, I will say that this guitar plays different than everything in the herd that I have. So it's a keeper. It also, not only for that, it plays outstanding. The guitar plays outstanding. They have their own pickups in here, which are modeled after their USA versions, but sounds great. I have no interest in changing the pickups in this guitar or really anything other than the pickguard, which might be coming soon. I ordered a satinized black pickguard for the front, and in the back, the trem plate. So I'll do a video on that when it comes in. I'm super excited. I think I'm going to like the look of that. But I have to say that this guitar plays outstanding. I've owned many USA Gibson Les Pauls, and I have to say that this thing is probably one of the best playing ones I've ever owned. I know that sounds sacrilegious or whatever, but I'm just telling you. Now, they're not without their little quirks. There was minute fit and finish on this. A couple of little just cosmetic things, but nothing on the scale of like cracked necks or neck joints or, you know, nut issues or anything like that you see kind of a lot on the USA ones. And this one just had a little bit of, I think, some glue residue squeeze out by one of the frets. And I want to say, I think that was about it. Other than that, it's super clean and the paint's fantastic. So anyway, so update, if you're kind of worried or scared about getting something, you know, Chinese built, you know, in the higher end Chinese market, I would not be too worried about it. They're doing fantastic work, and these two are just examples of what they're putting out. So anyway, please, if you really like this video, like and subscribe. I really could use the help to promote the channel and the mystical forces of the YouTube algorithm, whatever the hell it takes. So if you wouldn't mind hitting the thumbs up, the like button, the bell icon, all that stuff at the bottom. If you have any questions on these two guitars, put them in the comments below. If you've had some experience with these two or any one of these, and good or bad, put it down in the comments below. I love to chat and get information from other people. That's what this hobby is all about. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take it easy.